Can't use this now. We're now in no cursing zone.
Oh, okay.
Give me some sound.
Sound activated.
Activated?
I can't be serious now.
No, you have to be. We're almost ready to go.
Oh shoot.
I just forget the topic. Okay.
All right, we're rolling.
Oh gosh, he just wants to be on camera.
Hey, I want to be on camera.
Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything.
This guy wants to be on camera. This guy.
Mark, you have one job.
I did. I already played. I already pressed play.
Yes, you already read.
I'm red already?
Yes.
Shoot.
You need CC cream.
It's okay.
It's okay. Ready? Let's do this. It's time to go.
Do I look fat?
Yes.
Jeez.
We can't intro for 2 minutes. Let's go now.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? It's Alex Sigrist from the Alex Sigrist channel, and I'm here with my good friend Mika from Mikainkorea.
What's up?
What's up? Thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me.
We are here today to talk about life, to talk about work, and to have a little bit of fun. But for those of you who don't know, he's been on the show a couple of times already. Mika, quickly introduce yourself and where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm just Mika from Austria, and I run a little YouTube channel called Mikainkorea.
Yes, very nice. Also, TV.
Yes, it's in the making.
They're both in Korean, but if you like food or coupley stuff, check those out. We'll put the links wherever they need to be. You are a fan of Gary Vee.
Yes, I am. Guilty.
Pretty much it's me, you, and Cedric every time, just like commenting under his videos, like check out this one, check out that one.
Or sharing, how you say, like his videos in our private chat.
Yeah, because we like motivational speakers. They're all cool and whatnot, and I assume that's why we have this topic. Mika sent me the topic today, and we were thinking of what to talk about. And I'll just tell you guys what he sent.
That's how good we are prepared.
Our experiences working as freelancers or entrepreneurs. What's our motivation, self-motivation, discipline, and our fear? So for those of you who don't know, we are definitely freelancers here in Korea. Both of us have our F visa, which means we can do pretty much whatever work we want, and we are not tied down to a single company.
Yes.
What do you do? What's your main work?
Oh, it's hard to describe.
YouTube, right?
Like
all that YouTube money.
Wow.
All that YouTube money.
I earn so much. No, like my main job is like I'm an online entrepreneur. Like I run websites, but I also consult e-commerce businesses.
Yeah, he made my website.
We should improve that website.
Improve that one. It's really easy. It's itsalexsigrist.com. But I own the site because of him, so thank you. I do pretty much YouTube. My money does not come from ad revenue if I do YouTube. It does come from doing projects for other people. But I think most of my income is probably radio, followed next by just freelancer work. Like I make scripts for people, or like I make videos for their channels or something like that. I do a lot of freelancer stuff, but it goes radio and that. And that's kind of the cool thing about being a freelancer is you're not tied down to one income source.
That's true.
And you yourself, you make a little bit of money on YouTube. You do make your money on your own, but the hope is that YouTube becomes a higher chunk of the monthly income that we get.
Yes, that's true. Like I would say, like as a freelancer, you should try to establish lots of, how you say, sources of income.
Right.
So you're not relying just on one.
Right.
And that makes you sleep better.
Yes.
In general.
Definitely, because that's a scary thing when you have. Even people here, you have like one job. You're a teacher or you work in business. A lot of people think that is the safe way to go. But I always find that interesting because is it really safe to have a stable job? Because we say the word stable, like this is your job. You work here 5 to 9 or 9 to 5 or 9 to 9, whatever it may be. You're stable. But growing up, we've always been told don't put all your eggs in one basket. I remember the quote, like it was a speech by Jim Carrey, talking about how his dad was an accountant. He took the safe route. And in the end, he got fired anyway. So what's the point?
I totally agree with this. And I had, I say, like a conversation, like, I say a crawl, not a crawl, how you call this? Like a
full-on fight?
No, not full-on fight. Like I had a talk with Sujin about this because she was always telling me having a job is the safe route, right? And I disagree here. Because when you're
Careful, she's here.
She's here, she's listening. But, as an employee, you're relying on somebody else. Like you're relying on your boss and how you say your supervisors to make the right decisions and to guarantee you're having a job.
Right.
On the other side, when you're a freelancer, you're working on your own. It's totally in your control.
Yeah.
You have it in your hands what will happen next. So for me, I feel more secure if I can call my own shots.
Right. I think it's different for each person. We're going to have people out there who have a stable job as a teacher. I got a few messages actually on Instagram recently like telling me what they like doing and they're teachers. Some will work in business. And it works for some people. And I think it's just each person's different. You and me, I think we're stuck on the freelancer route. I don't think you and I can enjoy the company life necessarily.
For me.
It's not for us. But in the same token, though, I know a lot of friends who thrive in that environment and would be horrible freelancers. Can't manage their own time in a certain way. And I don't take orders well. I'm not a great worker either. So everyone has their own strengths. And we're not saying you must be a freelancer. But I know there are people out there who we connect to on this one. So that's why we're going to go into the topic a little bit more, a little bit deeper today. And one of the things you said was motivation. Let's talk about motivation and fears as our focus today. How do we stay motivated from the beginning? Like when you started your job as a web designer and you had no jobs or you had a couple jobs, what kept you going? Was it the desire to get a lot of money later, or were you making okay money in the beginning?
I would be very honest with you.
Please, that's the
at the beginning, it was just to stick it to the people because they didn't believe in me. Like when I started doing these things in the internet, everybody was making a joke out of me, right? Yeah, you're going to make millions of it. You will make a living with the internet, sure thing. And they even, like my friends in school, we have some kind of graduation paper, like newspaper, and your friends write an article about you.
Yeah.
And my friends wrote down, like, he will have an island soon as an internet tycoon, right?
Come on, Richard Branson.
And it really stuck with me because I thought like it was something I loved to do. And at the beginning was doing this stupid websites like private homepage with uploading pictures and jokes. Yeah. Like there was no commercial background. But I was thinking, I can make money with it and I will prove it to you. And this was my initial motivation to keep going.
I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that initial drive, the very first one is probably, this is fun or I enjoy it. But then right after that, people, like, that's a cool hobby. Almost instantly they say, you can't make money off of that. Like YouTube, radio, media in Korea. Trust me, trying to do TV and radio and everything in Korea, people look at you and what they do is they compare you to the top dogs. They will compare you to Mark Zuckerberg, or they would compare me to the top foreigners in Korean entertainment. And like, Alex, you won't make that, so why are you even trying? Which is funny because there are so many levels in between. You are not worth a couple $1 billion yet.
No.
So, and I don't even think I'll ever get to that point of top foreigner entertainer, not even close. But there's money to be made on the way up. It's just like, I don't yell at people and be like, hey man, why are you even trying to work for a company? Never going to be CEO. Well, like, that's not the point. And it was a lot of hearing that and then saying, I am going to prove you wrong. I'm going to get past it. And I'm going to prove, for me, it was I can prove I can make a living, make more money as an English teacher in Korea, because that's my previous job. I wanted to make more money just to prove to myself that I was doing the right thing. I can make more money than at my previous job by doing what I love. And that was a driver for sure.
Also, because you mentioned with the naysayers, it's not only that they see like between you being like small and expect you to be big. There's also they're reflecting their limitations on you because they don't think they can make it, so they say you can't make it either.
They don't want you to make it either, because what if you do make it and they what if you have two friends who started playing basketball or being musicians, and then one of them stopped to get a real job and the other one worked and became a superstar. That friend's going to be like, I could have done that. That could have been me. And so anytime you get haters, it's haters. I hate that word, but it's a
naysayers.
Naysayers. I don't know if I like that word either. But anytime you get that, it's usually one person who is either doesn't want you to be successful subconsciously, because then they'll feel like bad, or people who just put their own limitations on you. They have no idea what your situation is. And getting past that was a good source of motivation. But I've had my lulls, too. I've had my moments where I'm just like, oh man, what am I doing? Like, am I getting better? And I've kind of surpassed that naysayer stage where I've made more money and I'm happier. But then what keeps you going after that? Is it self-fulfillment? Like, I need to be the best at what I'm doing? Because I think for me, I went, like, I need to just keep making money and keep making money till I can have a better foundation. That was my motivation for a little bit when I was working, when you met me, when I was working way too hard. It's like, I need to create my base.
I guess I'm in a similar stage right now because like I have a picture in my head and I want to meet I want to meet my dreams to meet these expectations. So I'm a little bit like not on the same level.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, like I'm struggling at the moment. I have to be fair. It's like, because like if you lose the big picture, then you're lost.
Right.
But yeah, right now I don't want to sound too cheesy.
Yeah.
But like right now, like I want to found a family. It's like we heard that stuff from different people. But yeah, at the moment it drives me.
Okay, fair enough. I think once you get past this stage, and you may never get past this stage, we may never get past that security of being able to provide for a family, but the hope is the final stage is this kind of like self-actualization stage where money isn't what you need to survive. It's levels of survival, really, but money's not what we need to survive, and then I just want to make better and better content. And luckily, in some areas of my life, I have that. I would say with this new channel that I'm developing, I don't need this as my source of income because, whatever, 340 subscribers or whenever you see this, that doesn't it doesn't buy even a can of beer. I'm not even monetized on this channel yet. I don't make any money. But because of it's just an enjoyable project on the side for me that I want to develop into something greater, I feel no pressure at the moment.
I guess because you pointed it out now, like some people also get too obsessed with the goal.
Yeah.
But forget to enjoy the journey itself.
Yeah.
It's like building up a new channel, right? Like the struggles from the beginning, you've been able to count the subscribers by single digits.
I'm sorry,
right?
342. But who's counting, right?
But I guess this is the most fun.
Yeah.
I think like also for me, starting the YouTube project was trying to build up something from total scratch.
Yeah.
Because for me, like I'm working already like for 20 years in the online business.
Yeah.
And like I established myself, I know my things. But I came to YouTube and suddenly I was like, I know nothing, right? And I was suddenly the small guy. Yeah, you with the 100 subscribers, right?
Right.
And I was like, oh, I can climb the ladder again.
Right.
So I can fight my way up.
Oh man! All right. So last thing, let's kind of tie it together because there's motivation, but there's also demotivating factors, and one of them is fear. Let's talk about what is our biggest fear as freelancers in general, whether it's our YouTube channels or whether it's our work. I mean, what is the thing that you fear the most?
Like in work, there's not so much that I fear of, but like again, very honestly speaking, like I guess losing the support of my partner. Like of Sujin, of my wife. I guess if she's not backing me up, then I would feel lost. But besides that...
Will you keep backing him up? Yes.
But besides that, like there's barely something that scares me. This is because even if I lose everything, my dad used to tell me, as long as I have two healthy hands, I can rebuild everything. So
that's good. I think that's actually key. So you jumped a step from what I wanted to say, but I mean, for me, of course, my fear is still not making it. I've been in Korea 10 years. If I go back home with nothing, like no extra skills, and I'm getting like a entry-level job at a company, that's freaky to me because then I failed, right? Everyone looks at me and says, well, you wasted 10 years of your life. I don't think I'm at that stage. I think I've hopefully passed it, but nonetheless, that is still a fear. What happens if everything goes down here and I have to go back to America and I'm no better off than when I was a college grad? So that definitely, that scares me. And I forget what I was going to say next. What was it about getting over the fear or something?
I guess I jumped to one point.
Well, you jumped to the end. It was, what was it? It was like how you got over it, right? You can build something up with your bare hands again. And that's the key, there's two people in the world, people who, if they fail, they have nothing and it's scary. And if you fail, you have a family or you have money to fall back on. And you and I are probably in very lucky positions where we at least know we have friends, we have family, and our own two hands that if it doesn't work out, we can rebuild. So we have our own safety net, whether it's what our country offers us as far as healthcare, what our partner offers us as far as support, or what our family offers us. So I think understanding that you have a safety net is one of the easiest ways to get over the fear of failing, because then you can jump and fall into the net. But on the other hand, if you don't have a safety net, those people are the ones who usually do the best because you have nothing to lose and you go all in.
It's true, yeah.
You remember the Batman scene when he's trying to jump with the rope? You got to jump without the rope because you have to fear death. You have to fear it. So both of those situations are, you can get encouragement or motivation from those, whichever side you're on. Although I can't speak from experience of not having a safety net. So I feel for you if that is your situation. But just jump. So I think hopefully that'll give you some ideas on what you should be expecting, you know, what kind of motivation, where do you draw motivation from when it comes to being a freelancer, whether you work on the web or YouTube or whatever it may be. And thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate
I feel like
it.
we could talk for hours more.
No, that's the problem is Setter's coming up and checking the camera like, you guys on for like 20 minutes already? Like, do you guys ever shut up? I gotta be somewhere. Gotta go to the gym after this. Everyone laughs because it's true. Because it's true. So anyway, thank you, Mika, for coming on. You can find all his social media links at www.mikainkorea.com.
Thank you.
You can find me at mikainkorea because that's still my Korean handle that I use. And yeah, I think I think we're good.
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe this new channel.
Boom. Yeah. Thank you. For that, I will invite you back. All right, everybody. See you next time. Thank you for listening. I'm Alex Sigrist, and we are out. All right, thank you guys. What's that? What's this? What's this? What you playing with? What you playing with?
Little zoom.
I know he's not gonna cut this out. I know he's not
I hope I don't look fat.
Did you stop the sound?
Yeah.
No, why not?
Why?
I'm kidding.